Hello, it's Don. All right, we're back to work on the John boat. As you can see, we've got our float pods welded on. That came out really nice. Couldn't ask for better there. We're going to do a bottom coating. I've checked them. They just checked out that, a couple different ones. We're going to go with the Goop brand, Coat It. They say it's an epoxy rosin, which is obviously better bonding. It's got graphite in it, so to make it a little more slick. The main problem that I have, the reason I'm doing this, my bottom's in pretty good shape. I got a couple of scratches here and there, but this is a 2014, so it's it's going on 8 years old. That's not bad. The worst part is where the trailer bunks ride. It's actually worn into the aluminum there in several places, and I've got plastic slides, trailer slides on the bunks of the trailer. Because aluminum, you can't just have carpeted on your PT bunks. Especially if you use it in salt water, it'll react with the aluminum and it'll actually cause electrolysis to lead into the hull. So you have to have a barrier there. You have to have the plastic. So that's why another reason I'm doing this bottom coating. So this will slide on and off the trailer easy. I'll go back to a carpeted bunk when I have that bottom coating on there. That will be my barrier, and it'll slide on and off. You can see where I've marked out in the front here. No need to do the whole front. I mean, that never touches anything. So I just basically what's going to be in the water and on the trailer, and I'm going to put it on heavier. I got a whole gallon kit. I'm going to put it on heavier where the trailer rides. That's the biggest wear problem on the boat. Like I said, the rest of it's in good shape. I'll coat it all there. But anyways, you don't have to get all this paint off. It's in good shape. It's not flaking nowhere. So a good heavy-duty Scotch-Brite. Just rough it up real good everywhere we're going to do it. The wrap, this is a vinyl wrap on the outside, and I cut it down about 1 inch. I'm going to take the product over, and we'll probably even re-wrap this. This wrap is 8 years old now, and I've patched it a couple times. You can see it's coming up, and maybe it's just time. I got no complaints. It lasted a long time. Anyways, let's scuff up this bottom. Let's make this happen. Let's get it prepped. We might have this bottom coating on today. That works good. I can get my fingers right up in the corners with this. This is a more heavy abrasive Scotch-Brite. It's getting right in there. You can see there, I mean, it's probably going to take me half an hour to do this whole bottom. But it just needs to be scuffed up, cleaned up, and then we'll wash it good. We'll wipe it down with some lacquer thinner real good, tape it off, and then we'll apply the bottom coating. All right, we'll be back. Okay, we're getting back after it. I went and got some more aggressive sand and Scotch-Brites. This is a real heavy-duty one. The other one's doing it, but it was taking a while. I don't want to die out here doing this stuff. So anyways, I'm just getting after them. It's going pretty quick. I will concentrate it over here on where the trailer runs, and I'll concentrate over here the same thing. Really get that good. The rest of it will just get scuffed up. And after that, I think we'll be putting that coating on here this afternoon. So we just need to do it. Just need to scrub. That's too much like work. Got to do it though. So anyways, I was just going to fast forward all this, but you don't need to watch me sanding for an hour or whatever. I'll get back on the video when we start doing more important stuff like applying that coating. Okay, all prepped up. I should have done a live feed on this one. That sanding was tough. You guys could have watched me drop to the ground. Somebody could have called 911. It wasn't that bad. But I had my hands full. I got it all, sanded top to bottom. The pods, I went ahead, I got a 2-part epoxy primer, heavy-duty 2-part epoxy primer. I went ahead and primed them. I'm going to let this set up overnight just because. The spots on the bottom where it wore through to bare aluminum, I went ahead and put a little bit of that epoxy primer on those bare spots. I'm sure it won't hurt anything. You can go over paint, so that'll be fine, and obviously you can paint over primer. It was all sanded 100%. Like I said, the bottom was in good shape other than where the trailer runners were. But we'll let this set overnight. I'll tape it off, and then tomorrow morning we're going to get the epoxy bottom coating on there. Okay, the time has come. Putting our bottom coating on, bottom coating. So I've read this can, and I read it good. It's a good thing because there's some things in here we need to pay attention to. And I highlighted them. Number one, read all directions. There we go. I do that more as I get older. So 7 parts to 1. 7 parts of the product to 1 part of the hardener. But you got to read close because it says by weight. So that's important. I was going to grab one of my mixing cups for my paint and mix up that way. That would have not worked. Another thing I highlighted, stir it together for 6 to 7 minutes. So, you know, listen to a whole couple of songs on the radio or something. 6 or 7 minutes is a long time to stir something, but you got to do it. It's important. I found that with other applications. Oh, here, this is important. Application can be readily completed with a toothed trowel, squeegee, bristle brush, or foam roller. And this makes good sense because another thing they say on here is they want you to pour all the product out first and then work it from there, not just keep dipping out of the can, dipping out of the can, dipping out of the can. As it stays in your container, a large volume will get hot and set off quicker on you. Toothed trowel. These things are cheap, makes good sense. I can pour this out, drag it out, and make a good even coating everywhere, and then I can come back with my little foam roller or my brush and get up in the nooks and crannies and up on the humps. So good things. Read the can. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and mix. I'm going to mix about a 25% batch. It says it does 80 square feet. I got about 40 square feet I'm doing here. We're going to use about 25% of the can. So hey, easy math for the by weight. You know, on here it's 7 pounds of product. 7 pounds times 16 ounces, that's 112 ounces, times 25%, 28 ounces. I got to add this onto the bill. I bought a little $10 cheapie scale. So I'll put 28 ounces of product, 25% of 16 ounces what's in this can, that's 4 ounces. Dump it in a container, mix it up, away we go. Keep it simple. I'm sure there's some kind of mathematical equation we could have used, you know, but I don't know quantum physics. Look for the guy with the weakest mind in the world to find you the simplest answer. That's what I do. 25% of this, 25% of that. If I was using half of it, you know, 50%, okay, that's it. Let's get some product mixed up, get to work. Okay, 6 to 7 minutes is a long time when you're mixing that thick stuff. Anyways, I got all my possible tools I need over there. I got my little trowel. I got a roller and a brush. We're going to start, I guess, in the middle, work our way out. So I'm excited about the trowel thing. I think it's going to be the ticket. Let's find out. By the way, this boat's been prepped and wiped down 3-4 times. It leaves no residue on the rag now. All right, let's see how this works. Wow. That looks good. I think a regular squeegee might move this around a little better. I'm glad I had that squeegee available. That was the ticket. That worked a lot better. Just move the product with a squeegee and come back and flatten it out with the roller. That worked good. Let's mix up another batch. There it is, all rolled out. We're still taped off. It's wet. It went quicker than I thought I could have done it. And I'm still glad I didn't mix it all up, because I did all of this with less than a half of it. They call it a gallon. It's not a gallon. It's 7 pounds. That can is probably only full to there inside, 7 pounds. But here was the ticket right here, the little squeegee. I tried using the, I don't know what you want to call it, a thin set trawl. You know, it's got the teeth in it, and that worked, but it moved it left a lot of product down, you know, way more than what you needed, I think. With the squeegee, I was able to pour it out as they recommended, and then just spread it over a big area, and then come back with the roller and finish it out and move it around and get it all done. So I've done this whole boat in less than half an hour here, I'm sure. And we'll see how it is when it's dry. Like I said, this boat doesn't get a lot of abuse. Mostly being on the trailer is what was abusing it. But we'll see how it looks. I got plenty of product left. If I need be, they say wait at least 12 hours, so that'd be tomorrow or whatever. You know what? I'm going fishing tomorrow. Be the day after that. Plenty of time to dry. But we'll see what it's like, and we may leave it alone. We may put a second coat on it. I got plenty of product. And if I don't use it, it might just sit around and go bad. So maybe just double up on it. All right. Well, there we go. That's the goop coating on the bottom of the John boat. It looks good wet. We'll see what it looks like dry. All right. Thanks for joining me.